Greetings, mortals. I am Natas, one of the rulers of the underworld, or specifically the ruler of manga hell. And today we'll be reacting to the newest chapter of One Piece, chapter 1602, titled Adventure in the Land of Science, which is just keeping the trend when it comes to One Piece chapter titles. But oh well, I guess you can't really complain about what doesn't change, what that isn't there's not broken. Don't fix it. So yeah, anyways, let's start with the cover story as we cut to, well, meanwhile, in Chocolate Tower and Coco Island, as we see that the entire thing is completely frozen over. Like, a bunch of the people we see frozen over, a bunch of buildings, like, everything's kind of frozen. So I guess this is at least confirming that those people that have been approaching Coco Island beforehand warned the Germa. As some might well think it, because it was kind of a weird like transition why he shows to go being Coca and then just gonna show us them breaking in. So yeah. Which now raises the question of who this is, and I think we can all agree that it's Aokiji, which means all those people who thought that Blackbeard was going to attack Whole Cake Island while Big Mom was away were correct. Since we see it being frozen over. Now, this does make you wonder, like, how are we gonna be dealing with these things? Are we gonna have, like, the Germa, because remember, this is supposed to be the Germa's, cover story, gonna play into all this? Are they, like, the Germa's now going to be forced to team up with the Charlotte family to go up against Aokiji and whoever that other person was? I'm not exactly sure who that other person was, since I'm not certain if there is anyone. Maybe I have to go back and see the chapter. But I do not know if there was anyone. Can't remember anyone specific who had those types of boots, because I mean we have a confirmation it was Aokiji was one, but who the other one was, I'm not certain. I'm guessing it's either Feet or Shiryu, one of the two, but we'll see. So yeah, I guess we got. So yeah, now the question is how we gonna go into this. Although I do know they have to go to Cow Island first of all, and not just go straight to the Whole Cake Chateau. I mean, just saying, you would think that they'll be targeting, not this, but we'll see how this is gonna play out. So yeah. Anyways, we cut to where the rest of the show at school was, so they're on the ocean, as we have the narrator saying a bewildering development, referring to Vegapunk. And then we have some of the show be like, Vegapunk, the Vegapunk, what the fuck is? I'm guessing this is supposed to be a ruckus from from Punk to Vegapunk. Spoilers, it's Punk 2. As we have Frankie be like, Vegapunk, you're like my role model! As we have Frankie also excited. As then we have Frankie saying, I killed 2 years in your hometown, Baltimore. After going through your lab, there was still a lot of stuff I didn't get a chance to look into. So yeah, reminding all of us who are, what Frankie's relationship with Vegapunk was, since it's been a while. And while we're on that, we have like Frankie being there celebrating, Usopp looking there on the balcony, and while we have Brooke and Sanji being like, "Oh, Vegapunk, what a beautiful woman!" And then we have Usopp also thinking to himself, or saying, "It's the giant mech of my dreams." And then we have Usopp being like, "Just how many times bigger than John Frankie is that? I can't wait to show Luffy and Chopper." So are they making the guy like be working together or something? The fact that he thinks he's gonna show it, and then we have us Sanji being the real person in the room is like, what a stunning lady. So yeah, which is true. I mean, Vegapunk Punk 2 is a very beautiful woman. Definitely my favorite model. Then we have Vegapunk just be like, no, thinking to all those the things that they just said, as we have Robin like getting her arms ready. She's like, just a moment, this is the first I've heard of Vegapunk being a woman, and she looks far too young. Vegapunk has been active for many years. So yeah, in case there was any like discussion about what exactly was the whole thing with Vegapunk, one thing it's revealed in this chapter, and second, it turns up it's just that it's supposed to be a weird thing in the story, so it does make sense. It's like something one of those things where always just felt like, oh, let's have I know I had Vegapunk teased as an old man, but I want to decide to have him be a woman now. So yeah. Anyways, then we have Punk 2 Vegapunk saying, naturally, who said this was the main stellar body? Referring to real form, or not form like her real mind. I think I'm not sure exactly. It's like you look at Punk 02, Vegapunk Lilith. In any case, we always run through our research found in a gym, so we'll allow you to skedaddle if you just relinquish your valuables. So yeah, her name is Lilith by this statement, and making her even more my favorite already, even though we don't even have all of them revealed yet. And we find out that the Vegapunk actually has a bit of a financial issue. You'd think the world government, with all of their tributes to such a dragons, would be able to give some of their financial tribute to Vegapunk, but I guess that's impossible. I mean, seriously, people. Like, this is something that's mentioned literally in the second chapter. So you know there's about a bit of a problem going on here. Anyways, then we have Marbeck. What? These waters are chilly enough without you being cold too. You just fished us out. What kind of rescue do you call this? So to be fair, you did just meet her. I mean, spot like maybe you didn't, like maybe she didn't like tell you to. They like accidentally save you, but she might have just accidentally saved you by extent. So yeah, I'm not really sure what she was expecting. And it was a little bit like, "Are you daft? This is not a rescue. I literally just said I'm a government agent. What the hell do you people expect of me?" So yeah, anyways, there Punk Lilith saying, "Trespassing on these waters is nigh impossible. Resist, and they will sink you without question." As then we see a bunch of sea beasts coming from the water. Anyways, then we have a bunch of water beasts appearing. As then we have her saying, "Take a grand at the weaponized sea beast!" As we see like a weaponized bear, or weaponized raccoon, a giraffe, a reindeer, a wolf, a bull, and a lion, as well as a bulldog. All they're showing up around them, so yeah, there is a lot of them. And then we have Gusty Uso be like, they just popped out! And then we have Frankie be like, "Oh, weaponized sea beast! That's rad!" Frankie's gonna have a lot of fun on this island, I can tell already. And then Uso be like, yeah, but my fee is overwhelming! Meaning my referring to awesome. And then we see a picture, a panel with a with a weaponized bear sea beast. Zoro looks around them. Then we see a panel with a weaponized lion. And then we have Nami and Bubo like, yeah! As then we have Pero on one of Lilith's headsets, and someone's calling her. As we have the person on the headset be like, "Lilith, what are you doing? Why do you always insist on looting? Have you some pride as a scientist?" Wait, does this mean Lilith is constantly going around looting people? I mean, that is interesting information to know. Or I suppose her name is Lilith, so what can we expect, I suppose? And so we find out this voice is Shaka, as he says, "Shaka, put a sock in it. Can your internal pride keep the lights on?" Which is true. Although I would personally prefer someone else, someone stuffing a sock into Lilith's mouth, but who knows, maybe we're gonna get that. It's still up in the air on that side. But anyways, we have a guy question house. Like, "We do not loot even though we need funds." So yeah, I really like how their network is gonna be, especially since apparently they have very different personas. And then I have Shaka be like, "They are the Straw Hat Pirates, a newly dubbed Emperor crew. I am not going to meekly surrender." Being the voice of reason, as we see a panel with Robin, as we have having like a Leo's evil expression, like, "Precisely, that they must have a heap of treasure stashed away." So yeah, although I'm not sure if that's true about treasure, she does have a point about being a new Emperor crew. And then she'll be like, "Even so, you've made a foolish blunder." Oh, so I guess we can assume that he's gonna be the smartest one in the group. I can already tell. And then they're like, "Blunder! I have them surrounded!" Which is true because all the sea beasts. And then we have Shaka giving her a bit of a reality check. It's like, don't underestimate them. Look at the swordsman. And then we have false hype for Zoro. Well, false hype, more like over unnecessary hype for Zoro. And then Lilith like, "Oh, look at him. As Shaka explains to her, that's Pirate Hunter Zoro. His bounty is 1.911 billion. See how calm he is? He knows you're in range for him to enter in an instant. As they have Liv looking at her, she's actually, oh shit, you have a point there. As we have Zoro breathing, as we still have Frankie being yay, Sanji being yay, and it was like ah. As they have battle of Zoro like getting his blade ready, as they have Shark saying, the same goes for the Devil Child, but Nico Robin back there, as we see Nico Robin having her floor thing ready as Nami's holding her. As they have but what can they do against all the sea beasts? The Napper's cool, woman. They can destroy them in an instant. This is like a non-issue. For the sea beasts to be a problem at all would literally be equivalent to would literally be the biggest hint of, alright, we moved way too far in terms of power progression, we have to dial it back. Ask Black Clover, Lego Ninjago if you want more information on that site. Anyways, I have Shaka be like, the strong can appraise their prey and prioritize the most essential targets first. You should have been more cautious. So referring to her what to do. As then we see her how she was more active to Sanji and Frankie, which to be fair, those two probably would both be able to take her down easily as well. It's just that those two are more distracted. She probably should have tried to like get more use those two as more like a body shield or anything. And then like, those imbeciles around them lulled me into a false sense of security. Confounded I was careless. So she's quickly acknowledging things. So I'm guessing it's gonna be like a thing where while Shaka may be the guy who's gonna be the smartest one, the rest are smart as well and can figure things out themselves. They just gotta need to wait. You have a point. Let me last bit. Yeah, you're correct. So yeah. Anyways, there we have Zoro saying, "Hey, Vegapunk, there's something I want from you. You should better play nice. Got it?" So yeah, I guess he's realizing, or maybe he's understand what she's saying, and he's knows that she's gotta be a bit more aware. Or maybe he's not. I'm guessing he's aware that she realized what position she actually is in. So yeah, now there's some people wondering what exactly Zoro is referring here. Some people are mentioning, the whole smile foods, which does make sense and would actually work well for it, but we are not certain for now, and I'm guess we're gonna see it. If that is truly the case. Maybe it's something else. Or maybe there's something else we I'm forgetting, like maybe Pacifistos or something. Anyways, we didn't have. We actually see backside of Shaka as he seems to have like this helmet on, or maybe he's like a robot, something like full on robot. As we have Shaka be like, no matter, bring them here. I have an interest in that crew. As we have Punk 01, Dr. Vegapunk, Shaka, Logic. So yeah, he's the smartest one. Which still gives me the idea that Liv just gonna call it Beast, just move them there. As well as the possibility of this just being a big, like, I'm like having a tea party at this point. Which would actually be kind of fun if that's how it goes there. So yeah, anyways, they also have like a bit of a note on the voice on the some of the voice speaking here, and we find out that the whole old man voice is on the only like Lilith, so all the others are gonna have different voices. So yeah, I guess that's gonna be Liv's quirk. She looks very young, but she's gonna be the one who have an old time grimer voice. Anyways, then we cut to Luffy's group as Luffy's like, so you've been here before? As Bonnie's like, yeah, when I was a kid, it was still a pretty run up at the mill lab at that time, though. So how come you came? Oh, actually, I'm getting that Jimmy saying, or Luffy saying, so how come you came back? I do wonder if this is gonna be something that's gonna be more important later, or if it's just gonna be like a little bit of like a tour or something. I'm not certain. So what they have boys saying is they're like moving up the ladder they found. And she's like, I'm here for answers. I'll have that bastard's life if I don't like what I hear. And Luffy's like, huh? As then we have boys saying, Vegapunk's the one who turned my dad into a cyborg. And then have Luffy like, or Chopper be like, whoa, that's awesome. As then we find out what exactly Bonnie and Kuma's relationship is, and that's a father and daughter. Not gonna lie, that was actually what I assumed it was gonna be. The only real problem was that she has a character who can age, she can change her age, so you're not sure if she's like older or younger. Like as far as we know, Bonnie could literally be a fucking 5-year-old, which I think she actually was when we first meet her here, so we'll have to see on that side. But yeah, we find a confession that Bonnie is Kuma's daughter. So as I'll be like, it's not he's completely lost his sense of self. He doesn't even know who he is anymore. It's just like to like a bit cry a bit as we see Kuma, as we have by saying he's nothing but a living weapon now. Which I do wonder if she actually saw more of Kuma when they were in Reverie, because I do remember her seeing him when one of the nobles is riding him, but I'm not sure if there's anything else. And then jumping back like that's awful. Instead of youngest Luffy jumping like, yeah, it's unforgivable. So yeah, I am gonna. So I'm guessing we're gonna probably gonna get an answer on that side of things. And was there Chopper also being, oh, I'm guessing Luffy be like, sorry, Buggy. As there Bonnie be like, it's Bonnie. As we have Luffy say, yeah, Bonnie. So yeah, I guess maybe that's, I guess Luffy and all else it's kind of inappropriate for him to be saying her name wrong. Anyways, then we have Chopper and Luffy getting stars. As we have Chopper saying, we made it to the surface! As we have Luffy be like, let's track down some grub. Wow! As everybody be like, thinking to himself, oh yeah, I forgot to mention that I ran into Sabo at Marijua. Whatever, I can spill the beans later. So yeah, we're gonna get some answers about the rivalry later. So we'll see on that side of things. As there we see a bit of like a child's playground as we see a giant robot versus a giant monster in a weird bubble-like futuristic area. I guess we know what the Vegapunks are watching for entertainment today. As we have Luffy be like, what's all this stuff? It's a giant robot. There's all sorts of things up here. And a space monster. So yeah. As we have them all looking awe. As they have Jim like, what in the world? Oh, so we kind of prefer Joe was like, what in the Dalmatian? As if by back, it'll be Luffy saying, it'll be back after I take one ride. As if by back, hey, we are infiltrating this place, remember? So she's been a voice of reason. As then we have Gum Gum. As they have Chopper saying, take care, Luffy. He's so excited how he was gonna act. You should probably give everyone a head start before they interact with Luffy. As they have Luffy using Rocket. As he goes there, as the dragon is starting to spit. As they have the Space Monster noticing that, turning over to Luffy, closing his mouth. As we have Luffy, Chopper and Bobby like, ah! Luffy's been eaten! As they all have shocked. As then we see that Luffy has actually went past the space monster. As they're like, as he hits one of the buildings. It's like, wah! As then we have Luffy, Jimmy Bay, you okay, Luffy? As they have Luffy back, I thought I got swallowed, but as then we have Bonnie be like, whoa, is that a giant parfait? So yeah, so we have, I'm guessing Luffy like, there's cookies and fruits too. Actually, it might be Chopper. As then we have, I'm just by saying, look at all that creamy. As then we have Luffy, Bonnie, and Chopper jumping on that cream thing. So it's kind of funny, even though Bonnie's like more the voice of the reason, she's still like as comedic as Luffy and Chopper and these types of stuff. As then we have Luffy like, thanks for the meal. And Chopper's like, hold it, you guys. Why would well, actually, Jinbei saying, hold it, you guys. Why would they leave food lying around? This has to be a trap. For giant rodents, of course. It's like, we're curious, why would that be a big trap at all? Like, legitimately speaking, even if you ignore Luffy and Chopper and Bonnie and their love for it would be very public, you do have to wonder why would anyone put that as the main trap, like, for anyone. Anyways, then we have all three of them going past that. They're like, ha! And Chopper's like super pissed off right now. And Jim's like, huh? And then I have all three of them like trying to eat it and touch it as Luffy is like, what the? We went right through it! But how can we see it but not touch it? As Chopper's like chomping on it. And like, it's so cruel to make us hungry like that! So, yeah. As then we have Luffy saying, oh, Cap, did we die earlier and not notice? Alright. As then we have Jim like, there's no way we are ghosts. I've never seen one before, but this prophet must be a hologram. And then we have Luffy going almost Gear 5 here. And like, what the hell is that? This trick ticks me off. And then Bobby like, it's a 3D made image made of light. You see them in comics and science fiction stuff. So yeah, like we can probably imagine. And then Luffy will be like, it's just an image! Kind of funny she doesn't mention this form. Although maybe she got the white hair thing at least, because his hair is going a bit white now. Then we have Luffy like getting his hat back up, cooling off, and getting his hat back on. He's like, "Oh, that's Space Monster. That's why I went right through it." Speaking for being a hologram, and then we have Jinbei saying, "The giant roll must be one too. No one can make something like that." Actually, considering some things we find out later, it's 50-50. It could be real, it could be fake. I'm not certain. I'm guessing it's real because it was straight up sad. Or to be fair, I feel like Dr. Vegapunk would probably be able to make weaponized sea beasts the same way. Beasts to resemble a monster, but I'm uncertain right now. But it could be I don't know, it's a 50-50, honestly. Is there we have Chubby. Hey, what's this? All these bottles have pictures of food on them. Is that boy like, give it up already? Everything on the island's a sham. So yeah, just like how they're all pissed. I mean, all your body's like pissed off the fact that there was no food. And then Jim like, that reminds me, weren't the seas around the island freezing? You'd expect this place to have a similar climate, but I mean, to be fair, Jim, this is a scientist laboratory. I don't really know why it would be the same as outside. I mean, this is the new world. It's not really all that uncommon for stuff like that to be in the new world when you really think about it. Anyways, then we have a giant child with jetpacks and a goat-like thing. That is another the Vegapunk. As he approaches, as we have this child saying, "Actually, this is a winter island, but the environment is said to be a tropical mode in here." As then we have him approach, as then they all know us of them, as it looks like buffing a bit. As then we have this Vegapunk saying, "With my island air cannon invention, you can specify and regulate the temperature on an area right down to the soil." So we have found out it's Vegapunk's reasons for it. As then we have Luffy, "This one's as big as Kaido!" Which gives us some size perspectives, which I actually do see it. As then we have Luffy saying, "You are a holo thing too, right?" And then we have Luffy going for a punch, like not this is a regular punch. It's like, just like that. It's like, huh? Like, like hitting it, clunking it. Stop. And then we have this Vampire like, take this, as she punches Luffy, as then he hits the one of the machines. One of the bottom of the machine, as then it activates, as then something comes from it, as then we see it's making a Vega Cola, some fries, a burger, and then one of the jumping is then we have a robot. We see that we got a full McDonald's meal. Is like, and all the gluttons are like, what? Is that Bonnie going there and be like, a hamburger meal and a drink came out of who made it? You can touch it because it's a hologram and they're all happy. Is that Luffy's jumping? It's real! And then I guess they all touch it. Like, so good! And they're all eating it. And then we have the rest of you like, press the next one, press the next one. And then we have Bonnie, Luffy, and John all just bunch of like steak omelet, tonkatsu, cotton candy cake, ramen, fried chicken, hot dogs. And then we have the Vagabond being again like, well, at least you appreciate my work. That's the unnamed cooking device. So it's another name. So I guess 6 people can figure out a name for it. Well, I'm quite surprised that Vegapunk is not even like reacted at all. We forgot about everything. As there we have the Vegapunk as he's starting to go angry. It's like it can turn a lot of ingredients into one of those 500 unique dishes in under a minute. The make to do with what your got mode is the best. As there is having them make pizza pasta. As we have this one was saying, but I can't be too happy since I lack of a competent engineers means that this bucket of balls can't be mass produced if following the blueprint that damn hard. So yeah, there's this thing that can pretty much solve world hunger in an instant basically cannot work because, well, they don't have enough resources. Again, like, kind of find how Vegapunk is having such a hard time with all these resources and stuff. Anyways, they have this Vegapunk be like, it really pisses me off if he just goes there and just flies off to punch the giant Seabeast for no real reason. And the Seabeast like, yo! Which, as you remember, is a hologram. So I guess it's at least, I guess these giant holograms are meant mostly to just calm this Vegapunk's rage. Instead of everyone saying, the Iron Air Cocoon is in the same damn boat. Its sensors can monitor living creatures, and it could tame the weather if we just had a bit more money. There are endless ideas, but not enough resources. So yeah, pretty much it's kind of like the first two people who are working here, Vegapunks we meet are like very pissed off, but we do not have enough resources. Which makes me wonder if every single Vegapunk that's gonna appear is gonna have that same thing. Like Shaka so far hasn't said anything about resources, but I feel like he might even reveal we have so much resources, we could dissect you and make it so you won't even have it, but we do not have enough resources to dissect all of you. Damn it! So we're gonna see that side. Anyways, then we have Bobby. She punched the hologram. Oh, so I guess this one is also a girl. Good to know. I think we're gonna be just but I'm guessing this means this one's a girl as well. Again, the first two who also complain about resources also are girls. I mean, we know Shotgun this is a boy. Well, at least we know, but so far it could again be. I mean, we're talking about robot. And then I have Luffy and Omega, like waffles, fried shrimp. As then we have this Vega big. Of course, my photonic gloves make it possible to physically interact with light, which makes me wonder if Liz has the same thing, but I think she may not. I'm not certain of it so far. As then we have another cute girl appears like he whoosh. As they have this Vega like high fiving this girl. This Vega is like perception shapes your sense of reality, but touching a project objection turns that on its head, doesn't it? And then Luffy's like, oh, so that girl isn't real? So yeah, I guess that's another holographic girl. Anyways, there we have this Vegapunk being like, debates on what makes something real are as old as time. It's something you have to decide for yourself, but I consider the matter settled. Because you can pretty much because you can make pretty much anything real. And so Jimmy like he's like kind of enjoying the food group at this point because everyone else is we have Jim like, so just what are you? Which is true. I mean, you have to wonder what this thing is. It's just like a weird giant goat thing. And there we have this Vegapunk saying, just your resident scientific genius for hire, Dr. Vegapunk, Atlas, Raph. I guess the anger power is something that's common for Vegapunk. Is then we have everyone be like, what? And then have Bonnie eating this, as Bonnie's like, what the hell? That's a total lie. So it's, I'm not sure if she met one. I mean, she said he was on this island, it was a standard research facility, so I guess this means that she met what a real Vegapunk looks like. So it makes sense why Bonnie would be not really believing it. And then we have Chopper and Luffy be like, you're Vegapunk? I heard that name. Kobe told me about you. I think that was probably during the Return to Ennis Lobby arc or whatever that was called. So yeah, I guess we gotta get a bit of an explanation on that side as well. Which I don't know if they're just gonna be let. This Vegapunk's gonna explain when he's gonna be leading them to Shaka. I mean, Shaka did say that he wants the other half of the school to be coming to him, so I'm assuming that this Vegapunk will probably inform me, like, or even see it be like next chapter, like, hey Shaka, I have Straw Hat Luffy, Chopper, Captain Karen Love Chopper, and first time to see Jinbei as long as Joey Bonnet. Do you want me to bring them since you did express interest in Straw Hats? So I don't know if that's gonna be happening, or we're gonna see what that's gonna be a thing. Everything we cut to the new world, as we have our world government ship, as we have someone saying, so what now? As we see a world government flag, as we see the CP0 agents, Kaku, Stussy, and Rod Blucci, all sitting on a table as they're discussing the newest mission. As we have Kaku saying, just keep listening, Lucci. Vegapunk Steki is still a single individual. So we get a bit of an explanation I was referring to earlier about what Vegapunk is. Is there Kaku saying, but his genius is second only to his business. When there's not enough time, you say you're busy as a beaver, right? Well, imagine if there were more than one beaver. That was his grand idea to split up into 6 people. So yeah, Vegapunk's basically just 6. It's just 6 parts of himself, all put together, all separated, which makes it explains some of the thing, which does make me wonder if there were any kind of negative effects on that, but by the looks of things, not. And they have Kakula giving us a bit of a picture of it, or of how it looks like for easier visualization, which, let's be real here, easier visualizations are a perfect thing. Anyways, then we have because like, in other words, all 6 of these stellites are also Dr. Vegapunk. As we see, Dr. Vegapunk is 1. Then we see Punk 1, Logic Shaka. Punk 2, Logic Evil Lilith. Alright, that's concerning and makes her even better, but that's besides the point. Then we see Punk 3, Flair Edison. We haven't seen him. I'm curious on if we're gonna see him in the next chapter. Then we have Punk 4, Wisdom. Pythagoras. As so yeah, as then we had Punks 5, Raph Atlas, which wait wasn't it? Wait, isn't this Punk 5 supposed to be? Wait, isn't Atlas Raph supposed to be Punk 6? As then we have Punk 6 Desire, Yoke. As then we're actually gonna be able to know here. It says Atlas is number 5 here in the raw, but here address says 6. We'll update this once this clarifies. Oh, so it's a bit of a misunderstanding of what exactly is going on here. So it seems like, that there's a bit of a mistake that Oda made. I mean, I think this is supposed to actually just be written. I mean, maybe the number. I'm not sure. Do the numbers have it? Like, do they not? I'm not sure how this was a mistake in the same chapter. Maybe it was just an editor's note or something. So yeah. Anyways, then we have Punk 6 Desire Yoke. Oh my god! Yeah, because in fact there's 6 of them. I'm guessing that 3 of them are gonna be women and 3 of them are gonna be dudes. So we have 2 women and possibly Desire Yoke being female as well. Or it could be a naked man. I mean, that's also possible, but I'm gonna need a bit of bleach before that. But funny enough, I did actually imagine like one Vegapunk is going to basically be going to have like a bro with Frankie moment, which would be kind of funny. Like imagine like this muscular Vegapunk coming there, sees Frankie, both of them being up on it, and then they just respect one another. I'm guessing it's gonna happen. It's more kind of surprised it didn't happen yet, but I'm guessing it's going to happen. Anyways, they have Lucci putting his head down. It's like, and I'm the weird one for thinking that sounds impossible. Geniuses are such a pain. I mean, to be fair, Lucci, if you were able to split yourself into 6 different people, you probably would. I'd probably even do the same thing Vegapunk did with having 6 very different people with different bodies. So yeah, anyways, then we have for the final page of the chapter, as we have Cyber Elijah Zero, Masked Assassins, Kaku Lucius Ducey, as we see some of their masks they are having, and we see like a weird fox-like mask, I want to say. I guess that's one Stuss's because it's the closest to her. Then we see like some kind of like a what looks to be like a standard mask with no mouth jaws, which I'm guessing is blue cheese. And another thing that I have to mention is there is a Seraphine Kuma right behind Lucci, and the Seraphine Kuma is even sitting down looks to be twice the size of Rob Lucci. So yeah, Kuma is one big boy, even as a child. So yeah. Now I do wonder if Bunny's gonna end up having a little brother after this arc, or like my headcanon is that all the Seraphins, because they're still children so far, are going to end up being adopted by someone of the characters. Not sure about some of the other ones like Doflamingo and Mihawk, but the rest no, Doflamingo and Crocodile are the weird ones out. Yeah, we have no confirmation Doflamingo and Crocodile still have Seraphins, but I'm guessing you know. Perona is gonna adopt Mihawk Seraphine, Bo is gonna adopt her own Seraphine, which would be kind of weird, but like a little sister thing. And Kuma's is going to be adopted by Bonnie. Well, not adopt him, I mean, become her brother? Basically like that. Anyways, then we have Bluchi saying, in short, our assignment is to return this problem child back to Egghead. which is referring to Kuma, who I'm guessing is this not functioning correctly. I'm guessing that's the case. I think that's what he's referring to. I mean, I feel like this is one of those things that could easily be like mistakenly translated, but we'll see. As then we have what we saying. Then, while taking care not to damage any of the lab's special assets, we should eliminate every last Vegapunk. So yeah, I guess this arc is turned into save the save Vegapunk arc, huh? And then Revolution like saying back like, so we are meant to kill the single most useful man in the world. I wonder if has something to do with the recent Lucia incident. So yeah, I don't know if he's like he's the most useful person. I'm guessing they don't want to pay them anymore. As I was just like drinking it, and she's like, someone with instincts like yours should not know better than to question these things. As then we have I was saying, agreed, don't get us in any hot water, Lucci. As then we have Elder Chapter saying calculated plans. So yeah. Which I do kind of wonder if Lucci's response to them just like with, dude, I am not gonna say outside. I'm just wonder. I don't care what questionable things you do. I'm just gonna not say. I'm not gonna question it more. I'm just curious if there's a connection. That's it. Everything else, as far as I'm concerned, doesn't matter at all. So yeah, Zero is here to take down all the Vegapunks. Which just makes me wonder if they're gonna be beaten by Straw Hats or they're gonna be beaten by Vegapunks, since, their high-tech devices are supposed to be super high tier. But we'll see on that side of things. Which does not actually make me want to have some interaction between Lilith, Nami, and Stussy, but we'll see on that front. So yeah. Also, there's a Kuma Pacifica there. Again, I'm curious what is gonna happen with this. So yeah, overall, this chapter was a pretty decent chapter. Definitely, I would say the strongest chapter this week. It had some. It was very fun. I like the whole development about removing the Vegapunks, which doesn't, I guess, mean question how loyal the Vegapunks really are to their royal government. But I don't think that was in question for a long time. But yeah. Anyways, I hope you liked my reaction to this chapter. I hope you leave your thoughts in the chapter in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more videos in the future. And with that said, I cannot wait to see all of you mortals next time. Goodbye.